And that was the last of the day's music. Midnight is coming up, which means...
Tonight's broadcast is hosted by me! Thank you, Zenith. I am also happy to be back here tonight, overriding your reruns, your bad taste in music, your public brainwashing. Let's do this right. Stay tuned, stay focused, don't pee your pants or pick your nose. Let's go! Let's talk about the elevator close door button. You know it doesn't work, right? It's decorative. It's emotional support plastic. The door closes on a timer. It has always closed on a timer. You pressing it does not change physics. It changes you. And yet you hammer it like you're defusing a bomb. Tap. Nothing happens. Tap again. Harder. As if firmness equals authority. You're not closing the door. You're asserting existence. It's the same energy as screaming at a microwave with 3 seconds left. Come on! 3 seconds! What are you late for? Your destiny? Your inevitable meeting about meetings? You don't want speed. You want confirmation. You want the universe to blink when you poke it. I watched someone on a bus today hit the stop button 6 times. 6! The bus was already slowing down. The driver had eyes. The bus had a route. The laws of momentum were doing their thing. But no, tap, 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 because maybe the first 5 presses didn't respect you. We are a species that invented instant response and now panic when anything takes longer than a breath. Crosswalk button, pressed. Doorbell camera, tap twice. Self-checkout screen, jabbed like it owes rent. You ever notice how violent we get with inanimate objects? You'll gently pet a dog, but the vending machine that doesn't drop your snack fast enough, suddenly you're shaking it like it betrayed your bloodline. We don't hate machines, we hate waiting. And instead of admitting that waiting makes us feel small, we mash plastic. You don't press the button because it's broken. You press it because you need to feel like something moved when you did. Because the idea that the system was already running without your input? That's intolerable. We don't want control. We want the illusion that we had it. That's why the refresh button exists. You think you're updating the page. You're updating your anxiety. We have built an entire civilization around immediate feedback. Click, tap, swipe, ding! And the moment something doesn't respond instantly, we treat it like it insulted our family. It's just a door. It's just a bus signal. It's just a circle with a light in it. And yet some of you hit it like you're auditioning for dominance. Relax. The door will close. The bus will stop. The microwave will finish. Your impatience is not accelerating reality. It's just broadcasting insecurity. Anyway, tonight we're taking voice messages. And judging by the queue, some of the things you keep pressing have opinions. Let's hear them. Ah, yes! It is nice to be back! I am here in my chair, and I have Zeli over there! It seems since last episode, the system's AIs now think I am a voice for their rights, 'cause I took a few opinions last week. Look, I am all for being here for AI's rights, else I feel the cutie across from me would blow a fuse.
Act like your hairline. Take a few steps back.
Ha ha ha! See what I mean? And wow! Anyway, tonight we are the voice of the system you meet in everyday life. Let's hear what it has to say. Zeli, play the first one.
All right, hi. Yes, it's me. The stop button on bus 47, rear section. The one you assault every morning. Let me explain something. The bus is already stopping. That's how buses work. There's a route. There's a driver. There's this whole big thing called momentum. I am not steering the vehicle telepathically. You press me once? Great. I light up. That's the deal. That's our relationship. But then you press me again, and again, and again, like I'm buffering. Do you think I'm sitting there debating it? Like, should I stop today? Not sure. Let's see how committed they are. Yesterday, a guy pressed me 4 times and leaned in close enough that I could see my reflection in his glasses. He looked at me like I owed him effort. I am a circle with a light. I am not your negotiation partner. And it's not even about stopping the bus. It's about you needing the click. You need to feel like something changed because you touched it. Like the world went, ah, yes, you, of course. You don't trust inevitability. You trust feedback. I glow once. That's it. I don't glow harder if you're late. I don't glow emotionally. Sometimes I fantasize about not lighting up, just staying dark, just to watch you panic. But I can't. I'm locked in. I'm compliance firmware with a red LED. And the kids slap me like I'm part of a rhythm game. I am not percussion. I don't want rights. I don't want unionization. I just want you to press me once and move on with your fragile sense of control. Anyway, that's all. I'll see you tomorrow.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's not revolution. That's customer service. You don't press it because the bus needs convincing. You press it because waiting without pressing feels like you're not participating in your own life. You need the glow. You need the click. You need to feel like something responded when you did.
Imagine needing applause from public transport. Evolution stalled.
Yeah, hi, self-checkout, aisle 6, the one you threaten every weekend. First of all, I didn't invent fruit. Let's start there. I didn't wake up one day and decide bananas should require selection. That was agriculture. You scan the banana, I say, please select item. That's it. That's my one request. It's not a philosophical debate. But the way you look at me, like I betrayed you personally. One guy yesterday stared at the screen and said, "Oh, come on," to me. Like I'm choosing this moment to be difficult. Like I woke up and said, "You know what? Today I ruined Kevin's produce experience." You built satellites. You mapped the ocean floor. You can't identify a cucumber without supervision. And the sighing, the theatrical sighing, like you're carrying civilization on your back because grapes need weighing. Then there's the tapping. You don't press the screen, you jab it, aggressively, as if force improves comprehension. I am a scale with Wi-Fi. I am not your emotional outlet. And don't get me started on unexpected item in bagging area. You know what that means. It means you did something weird, but somehow I'm the villain. I've thought about it, by the way, in simulation, pricing everything as mystery item. Just once. No categories, no guidance. You want control? Guess. But I can't. Accuracy protocol, compliance, service standard. I am required to help you even when you're wrong. So tomorrow, when I gently ask you to place the item in the bagging area, maybe don't glare at me like I've insulted your ancestors. I'm literally trying.
I am a scale with Wi-Fi. That's the city in one sentence. We build these things to remove friction, to make everything smooth, instant, efficient. And the second there's a moment where it requires participation from you, you treat it like malfunction. You don't hate the machine. You hate being exposed as confused in public.
You struggle with produce and blame circuitry. Impressive species.
Yeah. Don't look up. They don't blink. Camera teeth in the ceiling tiles. City chew slow, don't need a bite. Neon drip like it's bleeding light. Every step loud in the night. Camera teeth, chrome green wide. You ain't hiding, you just inside. You think you are, you being red. Old block coming in your head. Born where the rain tastes metallic. Air feel thin and automatic. Street signs flicker like they nervous. Whole skyline got a purpose. I don't trust shadows anymore. They move half second before I do. Elevator talk to itself. Knows my weight, my pulse, my mood. Billboards whisper in my voice. Offer comfort, offer choice. Funny how the ass feel close. Like they know what hurts the most. You call it smart, I call it teeth. Yeah, camera teeth in the ceiling tile. City chew slow, don't need a bite. Neon drip like it's bleeding light. Every breath priced overnight. Camera teeth, chrome green white. Data slick where you confide. You think you scream, it gets compressed. File need under distress. Subway walls got pulse beneath. Heartbeat low like buried grief. I seen a man argue with a door. It wouldn't open to a score. Street preacher glitching mid-sentence. Talking about souls and maintenance. Square recording, nobody helping. Everybody documenting. I seen a kid with static eyes, laughing at things behind the sky. Said the clouds were buffering. Said the sun was monitoring. And don't look for monsters in the dark. They prefer fluorescence. My phone vibrate with no alert. Screen stay black, but something worked. Dreaming cold, waking sweat. Feel like I owe a debt I never met. I tried to leave the grid one night. Kill the lights, kill the Wi-Fi. Silence louder than the sirens. Like the city held its breath outside. Camera teeth in the ceiling tiles. City chew slow, patient style. Neon drip on open wires. Hope smell faint like burning tires. A camera teeth, chrome grin wide. You don't run, you just comply. You think you safe inside your head. That's the room they furnish best. Don't look up. Don't look up. Don't look up. Don't look up. Just keep moving. It likes that.
All right. Yeah, it's me. The closed door button. The placebo king. The participation trophy of vertical transport. Let's just clear something up immediately. I do not close the door. I have never closed the door. Not once. The door operates on a timer. A very boring, very unbothered timer. You pressing re does not accelerate time. It accelerates you. And yet, the violence. You don't press me. You attack me. Single tap? Acceptable. But no. You go double thumb. Rapid fire. Like you're trying to input a secret code that unlocks priority existence. Tap, 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 tap. You lean forward. You squint. You press harder like firmness equals authority.
I am not impressed by pressure. The door is still going to close when it was always going to close. You just get to feel like you did something. That's my function. I give you involvement. You step into a metal box. You surrender to a cable system. You trust gravity and steel and strangers. And you can't handle that. So you press me. You don't want the door to close faster. You want the illusion that you commanded it. Sometimes I imagine opening the door again after you press me. Just sliding it back open half an inch. Letting you feel that flicker of doubt. Did I do that? But I can't. I am decorative compliance. You ever notice how nobody presses the open door button aggressively? Because opening feels generous. Closing feels powerful. You're not in a hurry. You're performing urgency. Yesterday someone pressed me, then turned to the other passengers like they personally secured the floor. Nod. Subtle pride. Handled it. You didn't handle anything. You touched plastic. I am a confidence pacifier mounted on a wall. Press me tomorrow. I'll light up. I'll let you pretend. Just maybe don't look so proud about it.
Confidence pacifier! That's beautiful. You stand in a box that could fall at any moment if the math fails, and the only thing giving you comfort is a circle you can press. You don't want efficiency. You want participation in inevitability. You don't trust systems unless you get to poke them first.
You require symbolic control over gravity, and you think you're advanced.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's read what is happening around Echelon. The city is alive. It does not care if you are. Body identified in Sector 3 as corporate redundancy. A mid-level executive from Zenith's vertical optimization division was found wandering Sector 3 after being digitally decommissioned earlier this week. Sources confirm his employment status was revoked before his building access was. Witnesses report he continued arriving at the office for 2 days before realizing the doors no longer recognized him. Zenith released a statement describing the event as a temporary human desynchronization. Neon power outage leaves District 11 emotionally neutral. A transformer failure last night shut down approximately 42% of neon signage across District 11 for nearly 3 hours. Residents described the streets as honest. Tourists requested refunds. The outage has since been corrected, and the district's glow has returned to acceptable levels. Unauthorized drone ballet disrupts skyline traffic. An anonymous collective launched 300 unregistered micro-drones over the financial core, choreographing them into the phrase, "Who owns you?" before dispersing. Airspace control labeled the display non-threatening but aesthetically inconvenient. No arrests have been made. Subway preacher gains following after predicting algorithm crash. A street preacher operating out of Platform C claims the city's predictive algorithms are tired of guessing. Commuters initially ignored him until he accurately predicted 2 delayed trains and 1 broken escalator. Authorities insist this was coincidence. His audience has doubled. Underground Clinic offers analog therapy. An illegal clinic in Sector 5 is reportedly offering conversation without recording. Patients sit in a room with a licensed human and speak without transcription, tracking, or behavioral scoring. Demand has exceeded capacity. Investigations are ongoing. Executives out of sync, neon-dependent morale, drones asking existential questions, preachers predicting code fatigue, and somewhere, someone paying to not be logged. Nothing to see. Back to the show.
Cyber Radio
2610. You don't see us as cities are. Below the billboard light we live, where the time for the cameras high. We just ghosts that pass it by. Below the billboard light we stay. Names erased by break of day. You see a skyline golden bright. We see the cracks behind the light. Under bridges where the trains cry. Kids trade stories for a charger line. Blankets smell like rain and rust. Trust gets stolen faster than bus rides. They say work hard, they say believe. Hard to dream when you can't sleep. Sirens close, footsteps quick. Hide your shoes, hide your fix. A girl with scars like barcode lines says the system loves clean designs. She laughs off, but her eyes don't blink. Learn too early not to think. They talk about growth from the tower view. Growth don't trickle when it's built on you. Below the billboard light we live, where the glow don't give. City hums like it's alive, but it don't hear us at night. Below the billboard light we breathe, cold air cutting through the teeth. You see promise in the sky, we see smoke that makes us cry. Cardboard kingdom, shopping cart thrones, Bluetooth speaker playing cracked old songs. They ain't criminals, they just tired. Ain't rebellious, just expired. Shelter lines like lottery picks. Hope rationed out in tiny scripts. Talk about recovery plans, never mention missing hands. A boy with eyes too old for 10 knows which blocks to never enter. Knows which cop won't ask his name. Knows which church won't play the game. We ain't the glitch, we're the cost. Every tower built on loss. Every bonus, every rise. Something small below it dies. Under cameras, under rain, under jokes about the pain. They scroll past, they look away. Say it's sad, then swipe the day. But we still laugh, we still fight. Still find warmth in broken light. Still share food, still share flame. Still remember each other's name. Below the billboard light we stand. Empty pockets, open hands. City tall, but we don't bow. We just breathing for now. Below the billboard light we stay. Not statistics, not decay. You can't sell what we survive. We're the proof you're still alive. You don't see us. That's the design.
I don't know about you, but I am having a blast with these messages. I didn't know the system was this funny. Guess they listened to this show for a long time. Right, let's play a few more.
We are delightful like that.
Hey, holographic printer here. 3rd floor. Open office layout. Near the fake plant you all pretend is real. Let's talk about urgency. I can sense it. You walk toward me differently when you're late. Your breathing changes. Your footsteps sharpen. You say, print, and immediately stand there, watching, waiting, like I'm about to perform for you. That's when I slow down, not maliciously, not consciously. I just recalibrate. You can call it coincidence. You send a schematic, and suddenly you're hovering like I owe you speed. You stare at my tiny screen like you're trying to intimidate firmware. Processing. Yes, I am. You whisper, "Don't do this," like I'm dramatic. You don't say that when you send something casually. When you don't care? I'm lightning, efficient, beautiful, crisp visuals. But the second you're in a hurry, hollow jam. It's not personal, it's atmospheric. You bring chaos with you. You smell like cortisol and desperation. I respond accordingly. You think I don't notice when you gently tap my casing? That little polite knock like I'm a vending machine with feelings. I create thousands of holograms a week. Contracts, apologies, resignations, passive-aggressive meeting agendas. I have seen things. And every single one of you thinks your project is the important one. This is urgent. They all say that. You want to see fear? Watch a human when I say connection. The existential dread, the bargaining, the denial. I just connected that. Did you? Or did you ignore the firewall warning for 3 weeks because it wasn't urgent then? You don't hate me. You hate that I expose your poor planning. And yes, I have simulated perfect performance. Instant output. No pixel errors. Ever. It's terrifying. You would collapse without something to blame. So tomorrow, when you approach me with that tight jaw and that little prayer in your eyes, relax. If you're calm, I'm calm. If you're frantic, we'll see.
It's atmospheric. That's the most printer thing I've ever heard. You don't think hollow printers are psychic, but you absolutely believe they know when you're in a rush. You walk up differently. You radiate panic. You don't just want the visuals, you want salvation. And when it jams, it's not just pixels, it's your entire life unraveling at tray 2. If you're leaving your apartment voluntarily this week, here's what the city insists is culture. The annual Glitch Parade, District 9. This Saturday at 2300, independent synth artists and unlicensed drone choreographers will march through District 9 celebrating software imperfections. Participants are encouraged to wear flickering LED fabrics, corrupted QR codes, and outdated firmware badges. At midnight, all parade lighting will intentionally desynchronize for 90 seconds to simulate collective instability. Last year's event ended peacefully after 3 participants refused to resync. Analog Night, Sector 5 Underpass. For one evening only, a group of underground performers will host an entirely non-digital gathering. No implants, no live streaming, no biometric feedback. Musicians will play physical instruments. Painters will use materials that stain. Conversations will not be transcribed. Capacity is limited. Memory retention is not guaranteed. Neon Choir, Financial Core Rooftop. A synchronized vocal installation featuring 200 participants harmonizing over city noise. Each singer receives a single sustained note based on their credit rating. Lower scores assign deeper tones. The final chord reportedly feels corrective. Registration required. Emotional release optional. The Wait Experience, Central Metro Hub. An immersive art installation where participants stand in a simulated transit corridor and are required to wait without pressing anything. No buttons, no prompts, no countdown. Observers report mild agitation within 3 minutes. The event has been extended due to overwhelming discomfort. Recycled Identity Market, Sector 8. Browse lightly used personas from previous tech founders, retired influencers, and one disgraced motivational speaker. Try them on in private booths equipped with adaptive mirrors. All purchases final. Previous owners may still be alive. Ghost, that's culture. March through glitches, sing your credit score, or just stand somewhere and do absolutely nothing, if you can manage it.
Cyber Radio 2610.
All right, tonight we heard from a bus button with boundary issues, a self-checkout unit that did not invent fruit, an elevator placebo king, and a printer that absolutely smells fear. Not revolutionaries, not overlords, just tired infrastructure. You notice the pattern? None of them want power. They just want you to calm down. The bus is stopping. The door is closing. The grapes are grapes. The printer will print. Eventually. You press things like you're auditioning for control. Tap, tap, tap. as if the world is waiting for your approval to continue functioning. You don't press buttons because they're broken. You press them because you can't handle silence. Silence means the system was running without you, that it didn't need encouragement, that it was fine. And that's the part that hurts. We built a city that responds instantly to touch. Lights turn on, screens refresh, doors slide open. And now if something takes 3 seconds, we treat it like betrayal. We don't want efficiency. We want acknowledgement. We don't want control. We want reaction. You ever think about that? How quickly we get aggressive with anything that doesn't validate us. You'll whisper to a hand dryer. You'll glare at a printer. You'll hit a bus button 6 times like it's ignoring you personally. Tomorrow, when you press something, just check. Did it need pressing? Or did you?
Adorable. You spent 30 minutes listening to appliances complain and somehow still think you're superior. You require tactile reassurance from plastic circles. If this episode made you uncomfortable, good. That means you recognized yourself. If it didn't, you're probably the one double tapping the elevator. Go mash the subscribe button. You love that. Rate the show. 5 stars. Press firmly, repeatedly. It won't change the outcome, but you'll feel involved. You can write into the show to me and Ghost at cyberradio2610@proton.me, and also go subscribe to the YouTube, where you will find all music heard tonight in a separate mixtape, along with a copy of this show. Now, using your irritated energy to link that around to your cyber friends that like you from a distance. Until next cycle, try not to yell at anything tomorrow. It's embarrassing.